Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy Monday. Beginning of a new week. We are cleansing and clearing. I'm doing double duty here with Palo Santo and Sage today. I think energy is still kind of crazy right now. It's coming down. Hopefully it is getting a little better for everyone, but still a little crazy. So thank you for joining. So we've got the Palo Santo out and the Sage, cleansing and clearing this space and allowing us to have a very positive space today. So how is everyone doing? Welcome, everybody. Today we're talking about Menalite, the goddess stone. A question came up on that recently. And also another question about how to use crystals a little bit more specifically for healing use. So we'll get into that a little bit. And then I have two new decks that I'm going to pull a card for a group message overall at the end. So we'll see what they have to tell us. So welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hi, River. Welcome. Hey, Lori and Carol, Mary and Kunjan. Welcome, everybody. How is everybody? Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing? Can you hear me okay, first off? So first I'll state the little quick disclaimer. All metaphysical properties associated with crystals are not a guarantee of healing or results. So if you need to seek professional or medical advice, please do so. And we'll get started in this chat. A lot of times my chat discussions either come from questions from you all or just guidance of what I need to say. And so today, these are two questions that came up recently. So from some community members. So that's what we're addressing today is Menalite and how to use crystals for healing. So we'll get into that here. Let's see here. Hi, Marie. Welcome. Suzanne, welcome. Kathleen. Hey, Ben. Colleen, welcome. Shelley. Oh, yay, you're welcome. Joyce, hello. Thank you, Mary. Angel, welcome. Michael, welcome. Welcome, 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 everybody. Good group here today. As always. Great to see everyone. So the first question I wanted to address today was how to use crystals for healing. And I talk about this a lot in this book. But I'll go over some highlights of it. I can't stress it enough. Meditate, meditate, meditate. That is the biggest help I have found in working with crystals, not only for self-healing, but for guidance, for peace of mind, just overall feeling good. Meditation can really change your life. Whatever amount of time you put into it, that's what you'll get out of it, and then some. So the question was, if you work with crystals, how do you just place them on your body or for certain reasons? Or do you add other things? And it's really, a lot of it is up to your intuition. I mean, trust that. We've had so many people in our community here use their intuition with crystals and had great success doing so. Now, there's a lot of references out there with crystal books and saying that these crystals can do this and that and everything. And those are really good references, yes, and I use those myself. But use your intuition too. If you're drawn to use a certain crystal, there's a reason for it. Use that crystal and see what it is going to help you with. Try getting to know your crystals in your collection. I know a lot of you have a lot of crystals. Hold them, meditate with them. The more you connect with them, the more you will understand their energies and the more you will understand how they can help you. There might be some references that say, well, a lot of references are very similar, but they might say they all do this particular thing. But for whatever reason, it might not work for you in that way. But there might be some crystals that are completely opposite of what is said in the references that help you in a better way. So always, always, always trust your intuition of what crystals that you're led to work with. Use the references as a good starting point if you need to. But if you're leaning towards a certain crystal or certain crystal really stands out, then use it. There's a reason for that. So let's see here. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming in today. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Angel. Read it twice. I know some people that have even used this in workshops, and I am so grateful that they have chose to do that. But yes, meditate with your crystals. So how do you use them for healing? Physical, mental, or emotional. Select the crystal that you want to work with for the specific area that you want to address. So say you have stomach issues. I'm just picking something off the top of my head. And it's a chronic thing or an ongoing thing that you really want to focus on healing. Select a crystal that works well in that area. So find your reference books and look up stomach issues or stomach ulcers or whatever the problem might be. And look through the list of crystals that resonate or that are said to help those areas. And see if anything stands out to you. Now, the question that came up is, do you just set them on the area or do you just hold them on the area? You can do both. You can set the crystal on the area that you want to receive the specific healing from, just on your body. So if you are working on for stomach issues, then select the crystal that you're working with and place it on your stomach for the healing. Now, I suggest you do this during meditation because you get a deeper sense of healing when you find that layer of peace. When you reach the level of peace in meditation, that's when profound healing begins. And it's an ongoing thing. It just gets deeper and deeper, and more things can heal from it. So place the crystal on the area that you want the support from or want the healing from. And do this often, especially if it's a chronic problem. You want to do this often, daily. Be consistent about it. And keep a log. Keep a log of how many minutes a day that you used it, how often did you use it, what crystal did you use, and keep a log. Did you notice any difference in that area at all? Or did you notice any difference in your life in other areas? Because there might be some other things that might have changed from the use of that crystal. And keep a little log of it, a daily log of this. If you didn't notice any results from using that particular crystal in that area, maybe you need to change the crystal. Maybe you need to try a different crystal. Maybe you need to be more consistent. Maybe you need to be more time duration every day. So adjust those things. I really feel that meditation with crystals every day is a very healing practice. And chronic issues can take time. There are some things that can be transformed and healed just right away, but other things can take time. I know I've talked about my throat chakra for many times for an example. I have closed that down when I was about the age of 6 until in my 40s somewhere. And since that was a chronic issue, I suffered from many problems in that area. That was a chronic issue. So it's an ongoing healing process for me. It's very close to being 100%, but it's not there yet. I've made leaps and bounds in the healing of that area, but it's an ongoing process. I have to still use crystals in that area and my own self-healing in that area to continue to heal it. I hope that makes sense. So consistency is a big thing. Use your crystal energy that you're drawn to or that resonates with you, and spend a little time with it too. I mean, it took you a long time to pile on all the junk that you did to cause all these issues that you have. It can take a little bit of time to undo all that stuff too. And the other part of the question was too, should you add other elements to the healing process along with the crystal energy? That, again, use your intuition and what resonates with you. You can add essential oils. You can add sage. You can add guided meditations or music. All these things I suggest in here. You can add, oh my gosh, other things that you feel you're drawn to that might aid in the help of your healing in that area. And focus your intention on that area of healing too. If you have a specific area that you really want to work on, focus your intention. Really place your energy into healing that area and seeing it healing. Visualization is a big thing, a big helper in this whole process too. Visualize yourself healing in that area. Visualize the negative energy floating away, drifting away, and your body becoming whole and energetic and healed and healthy. Visualize healthy new cells rebuilding itself in its place where the illness might have been. All of these things, encompass all of these things to help your healing in that specific area. And use stones that are easy to hold or place on or around your body for these areas that you want to work on healing. So let me see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about that. And I'll see if I have any questions about that. But meditation in general too, I mean, I meditate every single day. And sometimes I have the intention of working on specific areas. If I come across something, or the ongoing thing, I always include that. But sometimes I just want to meditate for peace and calm or connection to spirit. And meditation, the more you do it, the more you will appreciate it, and the more you will connect to your higher self, to your inner self, to your spirit guides, to the Creator. And it just feels really good. It feels really good on a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual level when you meditate regularly. And that's why I say I cannot stress enough to meditate, meditate, meditate. And find the crystals that you want to work with and use those energies to help you meditate, and see what happens. And look at your logbook, and keep detailed notes of what's happening. I believe, I've experienced it, and I believe meditation alone, focusing on peace, will make profound differences in your health in many ways. Again, the disclaimer, can't guarantee specific results, and if you need to seek medical or psychological advice, please do so. But I myself found peace right away by meditating with crystals. And crystals are not a requirement for meditation, but I just found it easier to do so. Plus you get the added benefit of the energy from the crystals. So it's like an extra. But I have found by regular meditation and connecting and becoming to that state of peace, that's when things really started to shift and change for me personally. That's when I was able to start sleeping better at night. That's when I was able to start letting go of some fears and worries. That's when I was letting go of some stresses that were holding me down, some tensions. That's when you're able to let go of some of that stuff, that's when your physical body starts to relax and starts to repair and rebuild and heal itself. I think everything is healable. I do. You just have to work at it. We have to work at it. We did the damage. We have to find the ways to fix it next. So let's see what we have to say here. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Yes, Kunjan, if you use, that's a great point that you brought up, cleansing the crystals often. If you use crystals often, the certain ones that you do, cleanse them often, because they are going to need their reboost of reset. It'll be reset their energy so they can continually to help you. If you find some crystals that work for a point of time and then they stop, maybe they need to be cleansed and cleared. Maybe it's time for you to move on to another crystal. Could be either or in that kind of situation. Is there any special way to clean them? There's a lot of different ways to clean the crystals. Typically tumbled crystals like this, you can rinse in water with just cleansing and clearing on your intention. Intention's a lot of it. You can place them in the sun if they are crystals that you don't want to fade, like amethyst and citrine and smoky quartz, that kind of thing. Don't place in the sun because they'll fade and it won't come back. Place them under the moonlight to really absorb the beautiful moon energy during the full moon phase. That really does make a difference in the crystals. It's crazy how it works, but it works. Crystals that really need a heavy cleansing, place in the dirt for a while and then rinse them off. Certain crystals should not get wet. Some, like selenite, ones that will flake or chip or shed. Selenite or kyanite, those kind of crystals should not get wet. You can use sage to smoke to cleanse and clear the crystal energy. You can use sound to cleanse and clear the energy. Sound, either drums or tingshas or any kind of sound thing that you might have. So there's a lot of different ways to cleanse them. And again, use what works best for you. I like a quick cleansing under the water if it's suitable to use that. I do like to give my crystals a moon bath. So use what works good for you. Yeah. Suzanne, you have certain groups of stones you use for different areas. Some 1 or 2, some 5 or so. Yeah, I do too. I have some go-to crystals for when I really want to get deep into guidance, spiritual guidance, and go into that very, very deep state of where I can channel or receive very deep guidance. Then I'll use higher vibration crystals for that. My typical crystal set of my daily routine for meditation, I have 5 or 6 now that I use. Selenite, angelite, green opal. I've incorporated ocean jasper in there because I love the energy from it. Sometimes I will alternate from danbarite or menalite depending on my mood. And I'll talk about the menalite here in just a minute. And I've been using the Shiva shell also. And sometimes I will alternate that with moss agate as well. So I do have a grouping of crystals that I kind of select from for daily meditation, but depending on if there's a certain area, sometimes if I had pain or something, I will incorporate like malachite or hematite, or I'll switch out something and trade it for something else if I have a specific intention of something I want to work on. So, yeah. Welcome, everybody coming in. Thank you. Please share this with others who can join our chat and our group too. So I love all my crystals too. And again, the more you work with them, the more you will get to know them and what they will help you with. And then you'll just have this knowledge of, oh yeah, I'm having this issue, let me grab that crystal. So start to work with your crystals. Get to know them. When you get a new crystal that you've not had before, hold it in meditation for 5 to 10 minutes a day for like a week to get to know its energies and what it can help you with. It really can make a difference when you start to have this knowledge of what they can help you with. The more you use them, the more you'll get to know them, the more you will understand how they can help you. It's truly amazing. Yes, Colleen, I believe so too. Crystals to meditation feels amazing. The energy feels amazing. And I know at times it takes a while for some people to experience or feel the crystal energy. The more you use them, the more it will start to make itself apparent to you. You will start to feel the energy the more you use them. And crystal energy surrounding your body just feels amazing. I mean, it just feels really good. And when you feel good, you start to heal, right? When you feel at peace, when you feel good, things are going good, you have a good outlook, you're positive, you're peaceful, that's when things start to heal. So it really does make a big difference, yeah. Menalite comes from Morocco. I have some, so if anybody wants any of these, you can message me to purchase. But Menalite is something that it comes from Morocco. I think there's a couple other areas in the world, but these ones came from Morocco. It's also called the goddess stone. Here, I'll talk about this in just a second. Let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to bring up. Let's see about that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, about as far as the connection with crystal energy for healing with meditation. You don't have to meditate with the crystals to get the healing effects from it. Meditation just is an added extra benefit to it, because you will reach that state of peacefulness, which does facilitate in the healing process. But if you don't want to meditate, you really should. But if you don't want to, you can just hold the crystals in the area for a period of time, or hold the crystals or carry them with you or wear them. I wear crystals every day for the added extra benefits they provide for whatever support I want through the day. You can carry them in your pocket, your purse, whatever, just wear it with you. Hold them for periods of time a day. So meditation is not a requirement, but I hope that you find yourself wanting to try meditation if you haven't. And if you haven't used this as a guide to get started, again, the more you put into meditation, the more you'll get out of it. I have healed so many physical, mental, and emotional issues that I was holding on to for many years through meditation with crystals. And I cannot stress it enough. So, okay, I'll stop with the meditation now. So let's see here. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, my goodness. Hello, hello, hello. Mary, you sage all your crystals. I know a few of our friends here sage their crystals for cleansing, so that's a quick, easy way to cleanse your crystal energy. Yeah. Kunjan, labradorite, and amethyst are your favorite in meditation. Oh, labradorite feels so good to meditate with. It really does. I love it, yeah. Oh, let's see here. Michael, use both crystals and meditation music like Angel Dream Song. That's beautiful. Yes. You can incorporate guided meditations. You can incorporate like angelic sounds, music. There's a lot of YouTube choices for sounds, nature sounds. Anything that will help you to meditate is a good thing. So I started using Menalite. This is Menalite. I'll talk about Menalite for a minute. I started using Menalite several years ago, and I just got some this year recently to sell. This is also known as the goddess stone, and that's the reason I got it in the first place, is to connect to goddess energy, very feminine energy, very high priestess energy. And I used it many, many years, and I have been able to connect to goddesses by doing so, several goddesses. And the goddess energy is very strong, but feminine, where the god energy is very powerful yet masculine. It's very much like the male-female kind of energies that we associate with male-female. The goddess stone is just a beautiful feeling for it. And I didn't even know, I've done some talks about the Power 101 crystals from Judy Hall. I didn't even know that she included the goddess Menalite in this book until just yesterday. I was flipping through here and I thought, oh wow, she regards this as a power crystal, and I can see why. It's very lightweight. It's very easy to hold in meditation, and I just hold it in one hand with my other crystals around me or in other hand. And it's almost a chalky feel until you rub that chalkiness off. It'll start to get to where that's not a chalky feel, but it still does feel chalky, but it's not like the first feeling of a chalk. I don't know how to describe that. But I wanted to share some stuff of what she felt of this stone, because she is a master crystal expert from much experience with crystals. And I wanted to share with you her experience with the Menalite. And it really is a beautiful, beautiful energy. She says this holds the wise feminine priestess power, connects you to Earth Mother. It's a flint-like center. It's very lightweight. and provides stability during ritual work, especially during rites of passage. It's excellent for shamanic journeying, and invites in the power of animals, which is beautiful because animals we can learn so much from. So if you want to connect to any of that kind of energy, use the Menalite. Working with Menalite constructs as a shamanic anchor that links your feet into the earth and helps you feel at home on the planet. Yet at the same time, you have that portal to goddess energy. It's truly an amazing crystal to work with. Beautiful. Has anybody else used theirs that have gotten theirs? Has anybody else used their Menalite yet? I know several of you have them. It reminds you that in ancient times, there are many sacred processes. There are many sacred things. A lot of times we forget ceremony. We forget our culture today. We forget ceremony. We forget sacred rites. We forget sacred occasions. And it's just kind of gotten away from us. And this kind of brings you back to that. It helps you understand the sacred wisdoms held within. So it's just beautiful. It's the stone of transformation and has a lot to do with the feminine cycles of birth, birth, menopause, death, removing fear, helps you feel the part of creation. So a lot of feminine energy, and beautiful goddess energy. So it is a very, very awesome stone to work with if you want to bring in that kind of energy to you. It's interesting when I connect to different spirits in meditation. I always have my angel, I have a council, and I have a God that is always with me. They're my spirit guides. And I have some goddesses that come through occasionally. And when they do, it's interesting. I always lay down when I meditate. And when the goddesses come through, they will always raise my hand, just on its own. I know it sounds crazy, but this is what happens. And I know they're here. And they'll talk to me about whatever I need guidance on, or you know, they're again ones that you can ask for guidance. Any spirit that comes through with that is a positive spirit, you can ask for guidance. And always ask, who is this? If a spirit comes through in meditation, always ask, who is this? Who's connecting with me? And listen to the answer you get. I've never had a dark spirit come through. I imagine it's possible, and I think people have had experiences with that. But all the ones that I have ever experienced have been very, very positive and pure. Goddesses, gods, Buddha, other ascended masters, source energy, God, the Creator Himself has come through. Many angels, my spirit guides are always there. So let yourself be open to connecting on a deeper level in meditation with some stones aligned to the energy that you want to connect in a spiritual way too. It's an awesome, exciting experience when you connect to these spirits, and they're all there for all of us. It's not like this one is just here for me. No, they're all here for all of us, and they're all here for our support and our guidance and our help. And you can ask them questions in meditation. You know, what do I need to know today? Or what do I need to know about this situation? Or what do I need to know about how to handle this? Or can you cleanse and clear this energy that I've been holding on to because it just is, you know, I'm just stuck right now. Any of that stuff you can do during meditation. And I talk about all these things too in here. So check this out if you have not yet already. Check it out, because there's so much you can accomplish in meditation. It really, truly can transform your life in so many ways. So, I got a little notice here. Let's see here, what else we've got. Lemuria, you like meditating with your moonstone? Yes. Darn autocorrect, right? Moonstone is a beautiful, beautiful energy. If you want the feminine goddess kind of energies, use the moonstone, selenite, menalite, stones. If you want the God energies, use sunstone, pyrite, fire agate. I'm going to do a little chat just on those soon. So kind of the compare and contrast of the energies. So use those crystals to connect to that kind of energy. And ask if you want to connect to a specific spirit, ask for that spirit to come to you. It can even be ones that I'd mentioned, but it could even be one that was a passed over loved one. You know, maybe a family member that passed over that you had a very good connection with, that you want to speak with. See how they are. See if they can give you some guidance from the other side. So there's so much that you can accomplish during meditation. All right, coming in late, that's okay. Oh, grid at your headboard. That's a beautiful idea, Sherry. Yeah. You like the goddesses raise my hand? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That started way off. Yeah, that started way off. It's very interesting, and I know. And there's a few goddesses that came through. It's been a while. I've not really needed to connect to them for some reason. It's been other ones that have come through recently. I've not talked to a goddess for quite some time. But keep a journal of all this stuff too, because I know some of you have really experienced some really interesting things in meditation, and you might not understand it at the time, but then you can go back and look at your journal notes and it might start to make sense. And then you might start to see patterns too, like that. Oh, the goddess always raises my hand. Oh, this happens, or that happens, or, you know, what happens with the specific stones that you use? Journal that. Maybe you feel a certain way with different ones. Journal that. Maybe you experience a certain deeper peace than other ones. Journal that. So you keep an idea of what you experience with this, you know. My lighting changed, so it's a little bit harder to see the comments, but I'll do my best. Do I call in protection when I meditate? I don't personally, no, because I know I'm protected. I do call in upon Archangel Michael every day to protect me when I get up in the morning and throughout the day. But my spirit guides that are always with me, and they always show themselves in meditation. So I always feel completely protected. It's not a bad idea to ask for protection. Before you meditate, please ask your, just something simple like, I ask Archangel Michael or my angels or spirit guides to please protect me in this beautiful ray of light before I go into meditation, that only all that is positive and pure come through for me, and block all negative energies, or something along those lines. That's a really good question and a good suggestion to do. So it would be a good idea, yeah, if you want to ask for protection before you go into meditation, absolutely. Oh, Kristen just sent me a message if you want to purchase a Menalite. Yeah, I have a lot of different forms that they, a lot of different shapes. They look like fairy stones in a way, but fairy stones are gray. These are all this kind of earthy color, and they come from two completely different regions of the world. And these are lightweight, where fairy stones are a little bit heavier, but they shape and form similarly, which is interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Love my bracelet. This is a new one I'll be showing this week. This is carnelian with dendric agate with a little ladybug. So I'll be showing that this week for my bracelet sale. Yeah, new bracelets. Your moonstone puts you to sleep, Christy. That's good, though. If you can find some crystals that put you to sleep, that's awesome. Yeah. Michael's seen many past lives, and you can do that with crystals, too. I talk about that in my book, How to Connect to Past Lives, and we've had a lot of discussion with past lives in our show here. If you want to see those, go to my YouTube channel. And I have folders, crystal and spiritual chats, and there's a lot of past life discussions with crystals in that folder, and you can just watch all of them. Do I have sunstone? I'll have to check. I am not sure. If I do, I just have tumbles and not very many of them. So send me a message about that and we'll look. Yeah, we'll look. So very interesting. Meditate, meditate, meditate. I know I'm a broken record, but there's a reason for it. It really has healed me. I can't talk enough about it. I was in a very dark place, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of it, several years back. And when meditation came to me and I started using it and started bringing in crystals, it changed everything. Just amazing. And if you have not read my Spirit of the Crystal Ray book, give this a try. Channeled messages for us to work on our spiritual journey. I would love to hear your thoughts and your progress with your working on this, if you're working on it. I'd love to hear your feedback. This is an ongoing process. I'm still working through stuff that it suggested to do. It's going to be a while. Maybe a lifelong thing. I don't know. But before I get all these things mastered that they're telling us to do. But I have incorporated a lot of things, what they have said in my book, into my daily rituals. And I have noticed differences. I hope you have too. So if you haven't read that, check that out. And I have both books available too, and they're both on Amazon if you would like to purchase those. So I got 2 new decks. One is the Dragon Oracle card by Diana Cooper. I love her work. She is awesome. She has some written work about dragons, and she really shows them as beautiful, beautiful creatures, there to protect us, there to help us, a lot like the unicorn. I have ash all over me from my sage. So I'm going to pull one card from that deck for guidance today. And then I also got these little cards recently called Angel Meditations. And these are cute little cards with little messages of something that we need to focus on, things that we need to focus on. So I thought, well, every time I pull a card for the group, I ask for it to share with us, what do we need to know today? And please give us the guidance of what we need to know as a group in general, and those who watch later too. We will always include them. So we will see what the cards have to say today and what kind of messages come through. And I'll share with you here in just a moment. And then we'll see if there's any other final comments for the day. And then, of course, I'll bring up announcements as well, what's coming up next. But thanks for joining me today. Please share this with others. I do appreciate that. Not only does it help others find us, it does help others who might need us and this information find that as well. But then it gives them the opportunity to join our community and for us to continue to grow. So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so this angel card. Okay, here we go. I was going to say, it doesn't want to just pop out today. All right, so let's see what the dragon card says. These are really beautiful messages, both. I love, love, love these. I really like Diana Cooper's works, her books and her cards. I have several of both, and very interesting. Very interesting. These had come up the other day. So, must be very, very much needed. First, I'll show you the dragon card. Okay. This is the gold and silver violet flame of the dragon. This is beautiful. Transmutes old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing to offer under service and grace. This card suggests that it's time to let go of any aspect of your life that is no longer serving you. Ask the gold and silver violet flame dragons to clear the thought of it totally from your energy fields. Sense or feel them energetically burning up the old, then ask them to replace it with new and joyful possibilities to come with you with a higher frequency. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, meditate with this intention and clear out the old so that you can bring in the new positive energy. And again, that's what meditation does. So I see this as just a beautiful message today. Beautiful message. I love that. I love the artwork on these too. And I think she has a little bit of information on the dragons in here. Yeah, here. She says that dragons, angels, and unicorns are all part of the angelic realm. They originate from the heart of God rather than the mind of God and do not have free will. Their only will is to serve Source for the highest good of all. They operate between the fourth and the ninth dimensions, and it has only been in the last few years as more and more have come through. Dragons, angels, and unicorns all work on different aspects of your life. For example, if you're buying a house, you need a solicitor, a real estate agent. Do something with the dragons. Dragons clear the lower energies and prepare the way for higher frequencies to come in. And angels and archangels sing over us and send light over us throughout our day. And the unicorns pour higher frequency light and blessings over us. So I love that. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you can call upon dragon energy to help you out if you need to. Now, the little angel cards, these are tiny little cards. These two of them fell out today. So when that happens, I just read both. So the first one is the angel of truth. The angel of truth. Beautiful. I am the way, the truth, and the life. John, of course, the Bible verse, John 14:6. All that is real and anchored in truth. 10 people can look the same thing and see it from a different angles. We are beings whose truth is anchored in the purest flow of the divine energy. The more we allow this energy to vitalize us, the more the truth our lives is manifested. That's beautiful, the angel of truth. We do all see things differently. But we all see different things as truth too. So whatever you see as truth is truth. Whatever you see is true to yourself. Respect that. Respect what you feel is to be truth. And we don't all have to agree on that, and that's okay. But whatever you feel is to be true. If you feel it in your heart, it is true. Trust that. Trust whatever that might be. The other angel card that came up is the angel of union. Angel of union. I am a channel for the expression of the union among all beings. The soul center we know a feeling of perfect union that inspires compassion and empathy toward all beings. The power of union removes barriers and dissolves indifference. When two or more people are united in the same love and truth, there is an overflowing of spiritual energies that fulfills everyone with their gifts. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love those. Those are cute little cards. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Vina, you would like to find a crystal to help put you to sleep. Well, try the moonstone. Try selenite. Try amethyst. Try those. Rose quartz. Try those ones. Let's see here. Changed you to, yes, Suzanne, awesome. Oh, Kristen, thank you for loving my books. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the support. And yes, PM me for any crystal purchase. That's fine. Thank you, Mary. Yes, please like, follow, and see first to get my notifications of when I'm on. I do appreciate that. A little reminder. You're so good about reminding those and welcoming everybody. So thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad you all found me. This was divine. It was definitely divine guidance and planning that we all ended up here together. When I started my crystal journey, I had no intention of being a crystal healer. When I decided to be a crystal healer, I opened a shop here in town where I did healing work and classes like this, and meditations like I do, and sold crystals, all of that in my little shop. I did that part-time. I was working full-time for another job. I did that part-time at nights and weekends for a good year and a half, I'd say. And then I decided, I want to quit my day job and do this full-time. I put that intention out there. And it took 6 months to get that to happen. But I saw the things that, were falling into place. And I was able to quit my job. I trusted the guidance I was given. I trusted because it's like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no clue what I'm doing. So, okay, I'm just going to trust my guidance. So I quit my day job and I went all in. But at the same time, I closed my shop because of other circumstances with things surrounding my mom. And I was thinking, I don't know what the heck is going on, but I'm trusting. You have to trust the guidance you're given. You have to. Because then you'll see some amazing things happen. I trusted that. I closed the shop. I quit my job. I decided to just be all online with my meditations, the healings I do, distance, the crystal sales, all that stuff, all online. And we formed this amazing community. And it's been growing beautifully ever since. And it was all divine planned. I didn't have this plan. I had no idea. 5, 6 years, 7 years ago, if you would have told me I'd be doing this, I'd be like, what are you talking about? What? What? Yeah. So it was all divine plan, soul planned, part of all of our soul aligned path. And I'm so grateful that I followed that because I'm so grateful that I've met all of you. It's just been truly amazing experience for me as well. And I love our weekly chats and our meditations and all these things that we do together. It really is an amazing thing. So thank you for being part of it. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle, for talking about my newest book. I need to hire you as my publicist or my agent. But thank you for your comments about this. I would love for your feedback. Those of you working on it, those of you reading it, those of you who have read it, who haven't sent feedback, I would love your feedback on my book. It was a very unique journey creating this book. So book number 3 is in the works. At the beginning, it's very beginning stages of writing of it. So it'll be a while yet, but it's in the works. Many more books in the future. So we'll see where all that leads to. Hello. Thanks for joining. If you just joined us, catch the replay. Talking about a couple of crystals today and talking about how to use crystals in healing work, meditation work. Yeah. Oh, Kunjan, I'm glad you were able to catch us live today too. I know you're on a completely different time schedule where you're at. So I'm glad you're able to catch us today. Yeah. So I'm glad you all were able to make it today. Yeah. Dragon is talking to you, Vina. Awesome. That was awesome. You can do some dragon work. You can really connect to these other spirit, other types of spirit. So I know some people might think I'm absolutely crazy, but that's all right. Let's see here, Kunjan. Very, very true for you as you were not able to let go of some very heavy negative feelings related to some incident recently happened. Yeah. Meditate. And we might get into the releasing discussion a little bit deeper in another show. Would that be good? Releasing your own inner releasing, not just the ones that we do on the full moon, but working on it yourself as an ongoing basis. This talks about forgiveness for yourself, past events, past things in your past, things that you're not proud of, past experiences that you're not proud of, or things that you might have done that you're not proud of, or that may have held you back, or things that have caused you some heartache or pain in some way by others or other experiences, that sort of thing. So I did my own deep inner forgiveness, and it was a really enlightening process, and I needed it. It was a few day thing. I did some one day and I let it go for a few days, then I went back to it again another day to work on some more, and it was really, it felt good to let go, to let go. And when you're able to do that too, again, that facilitates a lot of inner healing. And when you find that deep inner healing, that is when your physicalness heals and your mental and your emotions heal and start to repair, and you bring in the positive again, once again. So, yeah. Wow, Laverne, talk to the angels about, or the dragons about helping you to connect to the right people for your selling your house. Wow, I think everything happens for a reason, and you were meant to find this show today for a reason. And I think that message really, it really resonates with you. Absolutely, I get that. So connect to that awareness, and just send a little message to your spirit guides, angels, archangels, dragons, unicorns, all of them, in a quiet little thing after we're done here, and say, please help me find the best possible agent, the very best possible outcome to this, where everything flows beautifully. Please help us to find the perfect buyer, the perfect price, so we're all in harmony and union, and everything flows beautifully from beginning to end. Because I know house selling or buying is a very stressful thing. So find yourself some quiet time to do that, Laverne, and just connect and send that intention out and ask for that assistance from those that we cannot see to help you in every single phase of the process. Do that, all of you, with anything that you're going through. Do that with anything that you might be experiencing. It doesn't have to be a house thing, but do it with anything that you're experiencing. Oh, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. I'm so glad you all made it today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Blue lace agate bracelet, good for sleep. I could see how that could be also. Yes, Amelia, catch the replay. Thank you. Oh, I got this little gnat here back in my face. They like to come in here. So, okay. All right, so what's coming up? I'll catch some of your oh, Dolores, my book. Oh my gosh, Dolores, you've come up with some brilliant things from my book, and I'm so grateful you shared with me. Oh, my goodness. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, if you want to purchase the books, please message me or go into Amazon, either way. What's coming up? We've got Crystal Sale Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time on Thursday, each Thursday. And we'll have another crystal chat, probably meditation or some such thing next week as well. Sometimes I throw in an extra one, so we'll see. We'll see what happens during the week. Again, please like, follow, please share this with others to invite them to come to our group, our community. You're welcome to join my group, Crystalline Sage. And again, check out the YouTube page, Debbie Hardy Crystal Healing, for past shows. It's easier to find these shows there than it is on Facebook. So if you need a reboost on a topic that we've discussed, that's the best place to go to find it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Watching from Portugal, awesome. We've got India, Portugal, and I know a lot from the States. We've got some Canada. We've got Egypt. We've got, oh my gosh, we are around the world today. This is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, yes, Michelle. Yes, I would love to send you another copy of anything you might need. Yes, send me a message and we'll get you hooked up with the books. The first book, The second book, yeah, absolutely. Menalite. Anybody who needs a Menalite, let me know. We've got a lot to choose from, and you can just, and they're reasonable. They're from like $6 to $11 a piece. They're not very expensive, but they do have some awesome energy for the price. So, yeah. The dragon card for today. Now, the part that was talking about the agents and stuff like that, that's just her general information about dragons. The dragons are the ones that you want to call upon if you're, I guess that she's saying entering into a contract in such a way. If you're entering into a contract, you would want to call upon the dragon energy to help you make sure that everything is as it should be. Call upon the angels and archangels to always send light over what you're doing. I ask the angels and archangels for everything, so I don't think it's limited to just bringing in light. You can ask them for assistance with this whole process also. And the unicorns pour the highest frequency light blessing over us. Unicorn energy is powerful, super powerful. So ask the unicorn energy too if you need that. But today's message was gold and silver violet flame of the dragon transmutes old around you with wisdom and grace. So you transmute the old to bring in the positive new. So that could be associated with the house too. You're getting rid of the old to move to a new, you know. So I could see how that could happen. We could all use this in our lives some way or another to get rid of the old to move forward into the new. So yeah, it's a beautiful message. Beautiful deck. Diana Cooper, Dragons deck. So yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. So thank you all so much for joining today. I will see you all soon. Crystal blessings. I hope this helped you in some way. And we will talk to you soon. All right. Thank you. Crystal blessings.